Hi there, it is Kendra with Soulful Success by Design, and I wanted to come on today and talk about feeling when business begins to feel not fun, not fulfilling, and it just doesn't feel fun anymore, right? I wanted to come on and talk about that and connect it with human design and talk about why I believe it is so important to understand your human design, to understand how you are meant to show up in this world, because it directly relates to the way that you show up in your business. And I want to speak to this because I'm pretty sure you did not start your business to not have fun, right? Like you started your business because you wanted maybe freedom to do whatever it is that you wanted to do. Maybe you wanted some creative freedom. Maybe you wanted freedom around your self-expression. Maybe you desired to just be your own boss and have time flexibility. Whatever the reason is, you started your business because you want to feel this sense of fulfillment. You want to feel like you are on purpose and that you're doing what you came here to do, right? And so I wanted to share this with you because I noticed along my journey, I recognized in my business that although I loved my business, really felt like I was doing the right thing, there were points where I just felt like, oh my gosh, like, is this what it's really about? Like, why is it feeling this way? Why is it feeling, so hard? Why is it working for this person and it's not working for me? Lacking clarity. So these were all of the things on my journey of building my business that I came up against. And then when I found human design, it's like my whole world just opened up. I was like, oh my gosh, I get it now. I understand my way of showing up in my business. And so I wanted to talk to you about this because I'm sure you've tried like everything out there to build your business and to make it work for you. And I do believe that strategy is important. I believe that's important, but what I believe is even more so important is understanding yourself and understanding how you are meant to show up in your business. Because then when you know that, when you have that alignment, when you have that understanding of self, when you do the strategy works different. You're able to discern what strategy is correct for you, which way of doing things is right for you. When you understand your unique human design, you're able to show up in your business from a place of knowing and trusting, okay, that this is where I want to go, that I get to go in this direction, that going in this direction would actually work best for me, okay? And so if you're new to human design, you can Google it and kind of go down that rabbit hole of understanding exactly what human design is. But basically the way I see it is I see human design as a beautiful awareness tool that puts words to energy, right? Because I believe that the energy with which you show up in your business is crucial, right? Energetics plays a huge part in what it is that you do in your business and the results that you're able to see in your business. Energy is so important. And so with human design, you're able to literally understand your unique energetic makeup. You understand how to make correct, aligned decisions for yourself. You understand how you're designed to show up in your business. You understand what your gifts are. You understand where you may be more vulnerable to conditioning and certain beliefs so that you can then work with them, right? There is something amazing that happens when you understand yourself, when you understand your skills, when you understand your capabilities, when you're able to own these parts of yourself that maybe you thought weren't good enough, or maybe you didn't have words for it and you weren't able to bring it forward in your business. When you understand your human design and you understand that, oh, these things that I once thought weren't important, or these things that I thought, I wasn't able to bring into my business are actually the things that I need to bring into my business so that I can elevate my business, elevate my message, all the good things, right? So for me personally, I'm a projector in human design. And so when I understood that I am a projector, that my strategy is waiting for the invitation, and that my authority is a splenic projector, that my profile was a 6-2, and I really dived into all the things. I got a reading, of course, and then went on to study and get certified in human design. But once I understood even just like that top layer, it gave me permission to really just step into full ownership of what it is that I'm here to do, right? So instead of me going out there and trying all these tactics that manifesting generators and generators are using in their business, I then was able to step back and discern what was correct for me. And because of that, I actually saved myself a lot of heartache, a lot of stress, and a lot of struggle, because I could then see what was out in the marketplace. I could see all the different ways that I could show up in my business, run it through my own understanding of me and how my energy is meant to interact with it, interact in the world, and then show up from that place that was correct for me, right? So there was no more pushing and forcing and trying to make it happen and then making myself wrong because it didn't work, and all the like things that we go through on this entrepreneurial journey. I was able to just kind of like slowly like let that go, which freed up so much of my path and lessened the resistance that was coming up, right? So I remember like one of the things my mentor several years ago told me about doing Facebook Lives. I love to come on. I love video. I love to do Facebook Lives. I believe it's a wonderful way to get your message out there. I believe it's a wonderful way for people to be able to feel your energy and kind of, you know, just get to know you better. And so I loved doing Facebook Lives. And so this particular mentor told me, she was like, well, when you do a Facebook Live, you need to make sure that you know, have bullet points of what it is that you want to say, that you understand what those 3 points are, and that you stick to that, and that your video is only, you know, this amount of time, and that you do this in the middle and at the end. And so I started doing that. But what happened is I actually became the bottleneck of this whole process, because it was no longer working for me. The joy and the fulfillment that I received from showing up and doing a Facebook Live was gone. I would show up on a video, I would be kind of feeling not confident about what I was saying. I'd be stumbling over my words. It wouldn't come out the way that I had scripted. Like, it was a complete mess, right? And so what I then began doing is I stopped showing up on videos as much. But because I now understand my energetic design, because I understand like the mechanics of my chart and all my centers and everything, I now understand that I'm not the kind of person that's designed to literally have this script in front of them that they're talking from when I show up on video. That does not work for me. And so I was able to really begin to lean into this way of just going with what came natural and trusting that the thing that came natural to me was actually the perfect thing that was going to help me grow my business. And that was like helping me find my path of fulfillment, right? So for you, I wonder what that is for you. What is it that you are doing or maybe not doing in your business that is preventing you from feeling fully aligned, in control, in charge, and moving forward in your business? I wonder what that thing is. What are you making yourself wrong about? Right? Like, how many times have you made yourself wrong for not finishing something that you started? Or how many times have you made yourself wrong for, I don't know, not reaching out to a certain amount of people each day to talk about your business? How many times have you made yourself wrong because you prefer to just show up and share your message on camera without being scripted? How many times have you made yourself wrong for that? And so when I think back over my journey, and I think back on all the ways and all the times that I spent so much mental energy making myself wrong for the things that came natural to me, making myself wrong because the strategy that this person told me to use didn't work for me. If I can think about all the times that I made myself wrong, I used up a whole lot of mental and emotional energy that slowed me down from finding the fulfillment that I was seeking when I started my business anyway, right? So I just feel like it's so powerful when you can first understand yourself, and then from that space, show up in your business. your business looks completely different. The way that you show up for your clients looks completely different. The power and the confidence with which you're able to show up in your business shifts and changes completely. The way that you make decisions in your business changes completely, right? Because if you are an entrepreneur, you're making decisions all the live long day, right? Like you're deciding about your marketing, you're deciding what packages you want to offer your clients, you're deciding what your branding looks like, you're deciding, how to plan out your launches and when you're going to do things. You're always making decisions. But if you are not aware of how you are designed to make decisions, you can spend a lot of time spinning your wheels, right? So what you really want is you want to be able to understand yourself on such a deep level that when you show up in your business, it feels like it's not even work at all, right? It feels like you're literally just showing up doing what you were put here on this earth to do. There's no like struggling, there's no suffering, there's no, throwing spaghetti at the wall trying to figure out what's going to work. There's just this clear, aligned action that you're taking. You become this vessel that is available for the inspired steps to move you forward, right? You understand that it's not just you here on this physical plane trying to make this business work. You begin to understand that there's actually, this beautiful spiritual realm, I'll call it, that is here to support you as well, that you can ask for help. So one of the things that it's interesting, because as I have learned more about human design and really stepped into that, my relationship with God has become so much deeper, because there's this deeper understanding and this deeper recognition of who I am and who God created me to be. And so from that space, I can show up and just be confident in that, right? So when you think about fulfillment in your business and you think about how you want to feel and what that looks like for you, it's going to be different for everybody. Success is going to look different. Your version of success is going to look different than my version of success. We're constantly being shown this narrative or this idea of what success is, right? Success is driving a certain, brand of cars. Success means you're able to travel first class and go to all these different places. Success means that you're able to, buy the Prada bags and things like that. And nothing's wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I love all those things and nothing is wrong with that. But when that's the only thing that you see, you begin to question what your idea of success is, which again, pushes you off your path, right? So I wanted to share with you, if you know what your human design type is, understand what fulfillment and success looks like for you in your business. What does it feel like? So if you're a generator in human design, you are going to feel extremely satisfied. And you may even use that language. I've had many generator clients that when we get into sessions together, they'll say to me, I feel so satisfied with XYZ, or I feel so satisfied with this right here. That's exactly what fulfillment as a generator in your business is supposed to feel like. If you're a manifesting generator, it's the same thing. Satisfaction is the emotional signature that you align with when you understand how your energy works. If you're a projector like myself, your emotional theme is success. You're going to feel successful, right? And I'm not talking about the kind of like material success. I'm talking about this internal intrinsic feeling of being successful. You're going to feel that if you're a projector. If you are a manifester, your emotional signature is peace. Right? When you're standing in your power as a manifestor and you are, out there creating the impact that you're meant to create, you're going to feel at peace within yourself on the inside. If you're a reflector, you're going to feel just surprised and delighted by how things are working in your business and working in your life. So these are important attributes to understand, because when you know this and when you understand this, you're able to then know right off the bat if you're out of alignment, if you need to do some things to shift, and you can course correct quickly instead of spinning your wheels trying to figure out how do I course correct, right? So this is the piece too that I love about this when we talk about finding fulfillment in your business is that, all right, where do you need to course correct? And again, if you don't understand your energetic type or you don't understand how your energy is meant to interact in the world, you can be spinning your wheels trying to figure out what course correction looks like for you. So at the end of the day, to help you align to your path of fulfillment starts with understanding self. It starts with understanding how you're designed. And I also believe too that when you're working with a coach, when you're working with a mentor, I think it's important for them to understand how you are designed. Because when I work with my clients, the way that I guide and mentor and coach and consult with a projector versus a generator is going to be completely different, right? It's going to be completely different. If I'm talking to a manifestor, I'm going to be talking with that manifestor about, initiating and creating the impact they're meant to create and following their internal creative nudges and initiating and getting the ball rolling, right? Versus if I'm talking to a projector, I'm going to be talking a lot about doing the internal work of raising your self-worth, of recognizing yourself, of really stepping into your feminine energy and leaning back. I'm going to be talking about showing up and simply sharing your gifts without this attachment to it, right? So there are aspects of what I share with my clients that all of them can benefit from, but it becomes super laser focused when I understand what their type is and I can give them each guidance and direction and consult them in the way that they're designed that's going to work for them. Right? So there's so much power in that. So I would love to know your thoughts. If you have questions about this, if you want to understand what your human design is and know what your human design is, I will put a link in the comments where you can go and pull your free human design chart. If you desire to dive deeper into what your human design is and understanding how to connect your unique energetic blueprint and overlay that on your business to look at how you can successfully show up in your business and create this fulfillment for yourself, then you can book a reading with me. And I'll leave you the link for that as well. My readings, the investment for my readings is going to be going up in the next couple of months. So if you've been wanting a human design reading and you've been wanting to really step into this realm of understanding your human design and how you can tweak and course correct some things in your business based on your design, then you're going to want to book your session today. Book it very soon. Book it soon. All right, so I'll leave that with you. Leave me any questions you might have in the comments, and I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.